Bob Gibson's dominance in 1968. A pitching masterclass. Hey there, baseball fans! Welcome back to Baseball Spark, your go-to destination for all things baseball history. Today, we're going to look into the archives to revisit a season of Bob Gibson's incredible 1968 campaign. Now, let's transport ourselves to a time when pitching reigned supreme and batters faced the formidable Bob Gibson. Bob Gibson. The man, the myth, the legend. Bob Gibson, a St. Louis Cardinals legend, was no stranger to success entering the 1968 season. A hard-throwing right-hander, Gibson had already etched his name among the elite pitchers in the league. However, little did anyone anticipate the historic season that awaited him in 1968. The numbers tell the story. Now, let's take a look into the numbers that define Bob Gibson's 1968 season. Sure, we all know about his mind-boggling 1.12 ERA, the lowest in the live ball era, and a record that still stands today. But let's dig deeper into some lesser-known stats that highlight the extent of his dominance. Gibson completed an astounding 28 games in 1968, underlining not only his effectiveness, but also his durability. In an era where complete games were becoming rarer, Gibson's ability to go the distance set him apart. It's a feat that might never be replicated in today's game. And let's talk about shutouts. Gibson recorded a remarkable 13 shutouts during the 1968 season. This wasn't just about preventing runs, it was about completely stifling the opposition. To put it in perspective, the entire Detroit Tigers team, the eventual American League champions, managed only 12 shutouts collectively that season. The Cy Young and MVP sweep. Gibson's remarkable performance didn't go unnoticed by the baseball community. Not only did he win the Cy Young Award unanimously, but he also became the first pitcher since 1956 to be named the National League MVP. This dual honor emphasized the impact of his season and cemented his place in baseball history. The dominance on the mound. What made Gibson so dominant on the mound in 1968? His fastball was electric, consistently reaching speeds that made batters uncomfortable in the batter's box. But it wasn't just about velocity. Gibson's pinpoint control and the ability to mix in a devastating slider and a sharp curveball kept hitters off balance, making each at-bat a daunting challenge for opposing batters. The record-breaking streak. One of the most extraordinary aspects of Gibson's 1968 season was his incredible stretch of 47 consecutive scoreless innings. This remarkable feat spanned 5 starts, showcasing not only Gibson's individual brilliance, but also his ability to carry a team on his back. The record stood until 1988 when another legendary pitcher, Orel Hershiser, broke it with 59 consecutive scoreless innings. And here's a nugget that often goes unnoticed. During that scoreless streak, Gibson issued just 3 walks. Yes, you heard it right. 3 walks in 47 innings. This combination of dominance and control is a testament to Gibson's unparalleled skill on the mound. The World Series heroics. Gibson's dominance wasn't confined to the regular season. He carried his exceptional form into the postseason, where he etched his name further into baseball lore. In the 1968 World Series against the Detroit Tigers, Gibson started 3 games and threw a staggering 27 innings, allowing just 3 earned runs and striking out 35 batters. And here's a fun fact: Gibson didn't just contribute with his arm in the World Series. He also made a significant impact with his bat, hitting a home run in Game 7. It wasn't just a pitching masterclass, it was an all-around performance that defined greatness. The lesser-known gems. While the headlines often focus on the major achievements, let's shine a light on some lesser-known gems from Bob Gibson's 1968 season. In 22 of his 34 starts, Gibson allowed 1 earned run or fewer. This level of consistency is astounding and speaks to his ability to dominate on a start-to-start basis. And let's not forget about his WHIP, or walks plus hits per innings pitched, a comprehensive measure of a pitcher's effectiveness. Gibson's WHIP in 1968 was an outstanding .853. To put that in perspective, The league average whip that season was 1.197. Gibson was operating on a different level. The mental toughness of Bob Gibson. As we continue our exploration of Bob Gibson's 1968 season, it's crucial to highlight not just the physical attributes that made him extraordinary, but also his mental toughness. Gibson was known for his fierce competitiveness and unwavering focus on the mound. In an era where complete games were already becoming a rarity, Gibson's ability to maintain his intensity and focus deep into games set him apart. Consider this. In 1968, Gibson pitched 28 complete games, a remarkable feat in itself. But what's truly impressive is that 7 of those complete games came in contests where he faced 40 or more batters. This speaks to his ability to navigate through tough situations and finish what he started, even when facing extended pressure. Facing adversity, the impact of the year of the pitcher. 1968 wasn't just a remarkable year for Bob Gibson, it was the year of the pitcher in MLB history. The league witnessed a surge in dominant pitching performances, with several pitchers putting up ERAs that would be considered extraordinary in any era. Denny McLain of the Detroit Tigers became the last pitcher to win 30 games in a season since Dizzy Dean in 1934, showcasing the overall pitching dominance of the time. Amidst this sea of outstanding pitchers, Gibson's performance stood out as exceptional. It wasn't merely about statistical superiority. It was about how he embraced the challenges of a pitcher-friendly environment and elevated his game to unparalleled heights. Gibson's impact on future generations. As we reflect on the legacy of Bob Gibson's 1968 season, it's essential to recognize the impact he had on future generations of pitchers. Gibson's dominance wasn't just a statistical anomaly, it was a masterclass in the art of pitching. Many pitchers who came after him looked to Gibson as a source of inspiration and a model for how to approach the craft of pitching. One notable example is Hall of Famer Greg Maddux, who, in interviews, has cited Gibson as one of his influences. Maddux, known for his impeccable control and ability to outthink hitters, admired Gibson's aggressive yet calculated approach. In a game that constantly evolves, Gibson's lessons in mental toughness and strategic pitching continue to resonate with today's pitchers. Bob Gibson's impact beyond the numbers. While the numbers from Bob Gibson's 1968 season are staggering, they only tell part of the story. Gibson's impact extended beyond the box scores and record books. He was a leader in the clubhouse and a mentor to younger pitchers. Teammates often spoke about the confidence they felt when Gibson took the mound, knowing that they had a true ace leading the way. Moreover, Gibson's competitive spirit was contagious. It inspired not only his fellow pitchers, but the entire team. His work ethic and commitment to excellence set a standard that players aimed to emulate. In this way, Gibson's influence went beyond his individual achievements, shaping the culture of the St. Louis Cardinals during an era of pitching dominance. The physical toll of Gibson's season. While we celebrate the brilliance of Bob Gibson's 1968 season, it's important to acknowledge the physical toll it took on him. Gibson threw a staggering 304.2 innings that year, a workload that is almost unthinkable in today's game. The demands on a pitcher's arm and body during such a high-volume season are immense, and it's a testament to Gibson's durability and conditioning that he not only endured, but excelled. His dedication to his craft and willingness to carry the load for his team underscored the type of competitor he was. In an era where pitch counts and inning limits are carefully monitored, Gibson's 1968 season stands as a testament to a bygone era of iron-willed pitchers. The enduring image, Bob Gibson's windup. As we wrap up our journey through the annals of baseball history to revisit Bob Gibson's 1968 season, let's take a moment to appreciate the enduring image of his iconic windup. Gibson's delivery was a symphony of controlled aggression, a mesmerizing blend of power and precision. His distinctive high leg kick and the explosive release of the ball struck fear into the hearts of opposing batters. It's an image that encapsulates the essence of Gibson's pitching style, a style that left an indelible mark on the game. To this day, when baseball fans think of dominant pitchers, the image of Bob Gibson on the mound is etched in their minds. As we conclude our deep dive into Bob Gibson's 1968 season, we've uncovered not just the numbers, but the stories and nuances that make this season legendary. Gibson's dominance in a year celebrated for pitching excellence is a testament to his skill, mental toughness, and lasting impact on the game. That's a wrap on this episode of Baseball Spark. Stepping away from the mic, but not from the action. We'll catch you in the next inning.